Good evening, y'all. I'll wait till I get an audience. What time is it? 10:35. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Yvette. Alright, y'all, the two people on my audience for today. I didn't go to South Carolina. Let me tell you what happened. My mother called me yesterday, late evening, right? And she said she didn't need me to come, but she said I could come if I wanted to. So she said that I was thinking you was in South Carolina. Now, let me tell you, my mother said, she said they was not going to do anything when she goes to her appointment, and she said to not come and wait till after Thursday. So when she has her appointment, then she wants me to come after the fact, not after the fact, but like, say she goes to her appointment and they said they have to do a procedure, and then if she has to come in and get a procedure done, then she wants me to come then, because right now it really not a whole lot that will be happening, because she has to get a clearance done and everything. So when so tomorrow, after she comes from her appointment, then they'll tell her what's going to be done or what's going to happen. And then if she has to get something done on us, then, of course, they have to get an authorization for whatever procedure they're going to do. Or if it's going to be a procedure, I don't know. Then I'll come afterwards. So she didn't want me to come until after the fact. So she said they wasn't going to do anything when she gets the appointment. All they're going to do is do an exam, and then if they tell her she has to get a procedure done, then that's when she would really need me, so she has to go to the hospital or the doctor, and they're going to do something, then I'll come then. So if they say there's an appointment to get a procedure done in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, then I'll go that day. I'll go the day before, and then I could pretty much plan to stay longer, because right now if I was to go, it really wouldn't been much of anything. Then so I said, okay, fine. But she's okay. I spoke to my mother last night, and I called her like 3-4 times to check on her that evening. And I was like, okay, why she ain't answering the phone? Then she called me back, and that's when she told me she didn't want me to come, and don't come down until after she calls me tomorrow from her doctor's appointment. But she was going to a revival. It was like 40 miles away in St. Stephen's. So I was like, I really wonder, I said, where the hell she at? But, if y'all don't know, my mother is in ministry, a minister. So, but she's retired from the state of New York and New Jersey as a parole officer for a few years now. And then she went into the United Methodist Church in ministry. So, but so she's just chilling and stuff, but she's okay. And thank y'all for your prayers. I really appreciate it. Now, as the title of my video says, I did a trifecta today. I did Uber Eats, I did Grubhub, and then I'm doing zifty. I did Grubhub today from about 3 hours, something like that. Thank you, Lynn. So let me tell y'all, I first did Grubhub, Uber Eats, not Grubhub. I did Uber Eats first. And I did Uber Eats around the house, Stone Mountain, but primarily I was in Lilburn. And I did about 4 deliveries and made about 20, I want to say about 20 bucks, something like that. You know, it was real short runs, you know. One was McDonald's and a couple of places up and down Lawrenceville Highway. And let me tell you, one thing I could tell you about Uber Eats is that Uber Eats, you don't have to go to Buckhead, downtown, government office buildings to do the lunch crowd or do the lunch run with Uber Eats. You could stick around anywhere where there's a major food up and down the place. Like right now, I'm sitting here on Memorial Drive in the parking lot of the Kroger. They call it the Killer Kroger. Now, I know I need not to be in this area too long, but I'm just sitting here waiting because silly me signed up for a power hour for 11 o'clock. Now, I know I'm not going to get anything at no 11 o'clock at night. So, they told me at Zifty, and in the chat, they said they close at 11. And there's no orders out there. So, I'm not going to be hanging around too long. And since I'm not going to get nothing from it, because there's no orders, then so be it. But anyway, so I did a Uber Eats for until about 4 o'clock. Then I made my way in town because you have to be in the area to turn on the app for Zifty. Now, my Zifty block or power hour started at 5 o'clock. It was from 5 till 9. So I turned on Grubhub, and I had a 2-hour block with Grubhub. So I said, you know what, let me turn on Grubhub early. So I got 2 orders with Grubhub and made $16. I had rejected a couple of orders during my block because I didn't get an order for Zifty all the way up until about 6 o'clock. And then when I got an order at 6 o'clock, I already had an order waiting for me to pick up from the Zifty order. So what I did was I dropped off the Grubhub order, and then of course Zifty is like, you're going the wrong way, you know, not knowing that I already had an order that I had to complete with Grubhub. So I quickly delivered my Grubhub order, and then I just simply turned off the app. I didn't even finish my 2-hour block with Grubhub. And at that point, I said I already made 16 bucks. And I said, shoot, the only thing I was going to get was $20 guarantee. So I said, you know what? I'll just have to eat that $4. And they're not going to give me the $4 anyway because I didn't have 90% acceptance rate. And I said, I'll make it up some other way. So let me tell you, from the time I got my first Zifty order, it was busy. It felt like it was busy. So I only had about 6 orders with Zifty. And it was all in Moreland Avenue, all up and down there. I was up and down Moreland Avenue, all up in that Glenwood area. And one of the orders, she sent one of the children outside to sign for it. I said, well, your mother has to sign for the order. Well, she's getting dressed and she told me I could sign for it. So the little boy signed. I said, okay. And then, you know, there's the option when you leave the tips. So I didn't coax him. So he put 25%. So I was like, shh. You know, so I said, shoot, that was pretty good. So I got, so I think I made pretty good with Zifty today. I'll find out at the end of the night when they send me the total mileage and everything else. I didn't coax that little boy. All I said was sign right here. I gave him my little phone. He signed. I said, okay. And then choose up on the top. You know. So he hit 25%. And the order was like $50. So that was like a $16 something tip. The only difference between 20% and 50, you know, the only difference is a couple of bucks. So shoot. Yeah, he picked a good one, all right. He sure did. So I know the mother better not say nothing, because I had chatted with support. I told them that the mother said that she was, you know, she was getting dressed and couldn't come to the door. So she told the little, you know, she had the 2 little boys outside, you know, sign for the order. So they signed for the order and left the tip. So it's good to learn early. But pretty much everybody seemed to have given me $5. I've seen a lot of $5. And I didn't get any cash tips, so everybody tipped on the app. So that was a good thing. And I'm quite sure I probably could have got a couple more orders, but at 9, I didn't have a power hour at 9 o'clock. My power hour ended at 9 o'clock. So it was, my last order I took was 9:45. Then I went to this nasty ass Popeyes. I don't know why I'm just dropping off the dang bag wagon. But I'm doing my detox tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm doing my smoothie. So for breakfast, I'm gonna fix my smoothie. And I'm gonna that's it. I'm not doing no more. Matter of fact, I'm throwing those dang donuts in the garbage that I bought. These little mini donut from Publix. It was in a bakery, so I'm throwing that out. Maybe I'll bring it along with me, give it to a homeless person. Should have gave it to that homeless man who was harassing me at the damn Popeyes on Memorial Drive. I pulled up to the window and I said, excuse me, but I would like to have a pleasant experience. I don't want to feel like I'm being harassed by the bums outside. And they were like, man, we sorry, we can get security. I said, why y'all have security if he's just gonna be standing around doing nothing? That's not, I said, y'all hired security. Yep. But they be standing at the damn Popeyes. Memorial Drive. And he talk about, oh, you got a nice Kia. Thank you. It's new. I said, not really. Then he said, it need to be washed. I know that. You know? Shit. Rather than bumming for me for money, you should have had a bucket and some soap and some rags. Maybe you could have washed my car. You know, don't be bumming, asking people for bumming. You know, have a squeegee and a bucket or something, you know. They used to do that in New York a lot. They used to stand at the corner and they used to have that squeegee in the I don't know what water they be using. But, you know, shoot, those bums in New York, they don't, you know, they work for their money. They work for their money. If they sing and dance and squeegee and wash cars and whatever, they don't be just standing. You know, these bums down here are a little bit different. They're a little bit different in the South. You know, they bum around and give me, I need some. I said, okay, I got some food. You know, I said, here you go. Here you go. If I got something in my car, I said, here you go. You know, because you can't buy nothing for $1. Trust me. There ain't nothing you can hardly buy for no $1. So ain't no point even, or loose change. So you say you want some food, I'll give you whatever food I got in this car. And let me tell you another thing. I'm not trying to be mean, so don't call me bitch and laugh. But I don't like the fact that a lot of these people be started using kids. Every single time, you know, I turn around, people be with the little children talking about, they ain't got no food, and they be having kids. And I'm like, and I do feel sorry when people do have children and they be trying to beg for stuff when they have kids. But sometimes you have to be real careful about that, because it was this one black guy. He used to walk around with his little child. It had like a little stroller or something. And first of all, the child was too big to be in that stroller. He just had the stroller, and the child could walk. You know, that child was too big to be even thinking they were supposed to be in a stroller. So he was hanging out at the dang Publix on Tucker. There's no buses anywhere around. And then somehow they'd be on the other parts of town, and it'd be the same people. Man, those people be jumping in these fancy cars, and if you look at their feet, they got like $200 sneakers on their feet and stuff. I'm like, Some people, they are just professional panhandlers. Because trust me, if you have a child, I'm serious about what? About the with them using the kids, or what do you say I'm serious about? Ask the question. Yeah, there used to be this one black guy I used to see all the time. And then he would hang out, then he was at the Publix in Tucker, and then I saw him again. Yeah, I've seen that all the time. And then I saw the person at the dang Quick Trip, not that far from the Publix. I said, how the hell you got from the Publix to this dang Quick? I mean, they won't be the same day, it'll be different days. So, you know, I said, ain't no buses no way around. No, nothing. How the hell they got over here? But then, you know, because see, what I was doing was I was, you know, waiting for food orders or something I was doing. Something, well, you know, you stay at the Quick Trip and you're just trying to, you know, park your car somewhere. So I would always go to Quick Trip and park. Because, you know, one is more crowded and you know, and then if you got to go to the bathroom, warm up food or whatever, you know, the Quick Trip is usually the spot that, you know, Uber Eats and Lyft drivers, you know, you hang out at the Quick Trip. So I was in Tucker, and I'm sitting back, you know, but you know how you sit there for a while, and then I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that person that sold them at the Publix? You know, so what I do is when people have kids and they talk about they need food, I go right in the Quick Trip. I say, okay, and I use my EBT card, and I tell them, okay, pick up what you want, whatever EBT could pay for. If you need food, I'll pay with my EBT card, because you know EBT could be taken at the Quick Trip and at a lot of places where they sell food. So anything that's not a hot item, you could buy those packaged sandwiches, any kind of juice, water, fruit, as long as it's not something that's hot, I think, or something like that. But pretty much 99% of the stuff you could get, you could use the EBT card. So I said, okay, well, I'll go on EBT. You can get what you want, you know. And the child can pick whatever he wants, you know, whatever, bag of potato chips, fruit, sandwiches, or whatever, you know. Because if you're truly hungry and you really need food, I'm gonna buy you food. We're gonna walk in the store together. And I mean, I ain't gonna say buy $200 worth of groceries, because you know I only get $170, or if not that, for one. You know, so I don't get a whole lot of things on the EBT card or SNAP for a single. But if you have like 4 or 5 kids or whatever, they'll give you what, I think it's $500. That's why they be trying to sell those dang food stamps. They be standing at the corner. Yeah, I can get you 200. No, that food supposed to be for the family and for the kids you got, not for you to be selling it. Because they got that thing rationed out based on the household. They figured that 3 meals a day for each person for the month, they give you the exact amount of food stamps that that's supposed to be able to sustain a family based on the number of people that's on the food stamp program. So when I see people try to, oh, I could sell you, no, because obviously you have some kids or you got some dependents on there for you to get $400 or $500 worth of food stamps. So why are you trying to sell it? I'm not going to take food out of nobody's mouth because you want some extra money to do what? You know, I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to be mean, but if you have food stamps and they give you a certain amount of money for food and you got kids, they are more willing to help you get move back to where? Now how the hell I'm gonna move way back? Ain't no orders available. I'm logging straight off and going home. I'm going home. Ain't no orders out here. What you say? Let me see what you say. I offered to buy a meal years ago and the guy said he didn't want any food, so I got my food and left. Well, exactly. I mean, you try to be, you try to be Christian-like, or a little bit of Christianity. And then, they say if somebody's hungry, you feed them. They ain't say nothing about that you have to give anybody some money. There's too many things in the world, too many organizations, churches, and that offers a lot of things that people could get. Toiletries and clothes and even the church I go to at Victory, they have a closet where people can come in Thursdays. Oh, Lord, ain't nobody out here. Yeah, it's a bad spot. I'm on Memorial Drive. I'm heading home. I signed up for Zifty to stay till 11 to midnight. There ain't no orders out here. I'm leaving. I'm going home. If they don't give me the $6, then they don't give it to me. So be it. The $1 power hour or whatever. But I've been on the damn clock from the time I signed up. So, let me see. It should be alright. Get no orders all that time. You see, you say what now? You don't have to do that last hour. Oh, okay. Even if I signed up for the 11 o'clock, because they told me there was nothing out there, so and they talk about they were closing at 11. I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm supposed to have been home. But they don't pay by the hour. I thought they only pay you based on deliveries that you get. But I asked them, did they have any guarantees? And they said there was no guarantees. You just get paid based on the orders, and that's pretty much it. I know tomorrow I don't have any grub blocks, so the power bonus. But I thought they said that I had to be on a certain percentage of the power hours, the bonus. So by me not being on for this last hour, but I've been on from 5 till 9. I was on there for 4 hours, and then it went over. So do I still get the power hour? Because they given it to me for the last couple of times. Because it was like, oh, even though you didn't make the power hour bonus, you know, they gave it to me, but it wasn't like it was a whole lot of orders. I only had like, you know, 5-6 orders. Yeah, they've given it to me. They've given it to me, but I didn't have any orders. My power hour thing was over at 9 o'clock, and I had continued on working, and it was like 9:40 something, and then after that, I didn't have no power bonus at 10 o'clock, and then I had, silly me, I clicked on the power hour for 11 o'clock. And I was thinking that maybe I'll get some orders, but I didn't get anything. At that point, it was like completely dead. So, I didn't get nothing. So, I'll see tomorrow or tonight when they do the calculations. But I think I've been on there 90% of the time. Oh, okay. And then let me tell you what else happened today, Yvette. I had an order on Glenwood. It was at the Ezeel Pizza and Pasta place. And Spoon. It was in the same shopping center. And I had 2 orders to pick up. And I had to wait and wait and wait forever for the Ezeel Pizza. And I picked that up. Then the Spoon, they were so damn rude that somebody else had the order, and then I guess they gave it to me, and I said I'll pick it up too. And then they didn't even have the order ready, and I'm waiting for like 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes. And I was waiting for 2 orders from 2 different restaurants that was right next door to each other. And so I delivered the other order, and then the other order was never ready. They were talking I came back there 5 times, back and forth between the 2 restaurants, and it was and there was some mass confusion about how the customer wanted the order to be cooked, and they never had the order ready. So somebody else had the order, because in the chat they was talking about it seemed like it was somebody else that they was asking or referencing about. I said, well, this is Teresa, you gave me the order. And so they ended up taking that order. I don't know, I think they had canceled the order. The customer must have canceled, or Zifty must have canceled the order. And I had told them, I said, that Spoon restaurant was rude. They were telling me it was 20 minutes. And I go to the other restaurant to get their food, and I'm waiting. And then I went back 3 times, and I said, excuse me, you said it was ready like 20 minutes ago, and they never made the food, never made the order or nothing. So they told me to go to the other, just delivered the EZ restaurant delivery. So I did that, and then I guess the customer canceled or something. Spoon. I'm talking about Spoon, not Ezzy Pizza place. No, it was this Asian guy, and he was like, well, just call Zippy. He called Zippy. I'm like, I'm not rude. There's this one guy there. I mean, the other people, I'll check on the order, then this one Asian guy, he was in there. Because I don't think he knew what he was talking about, because it was like a whole bunch of bags laying on the counter. It was like a whole bunch of other bags laying on the counter, and I'm telling him, I said, this is for Ziffy. He talked about Uber Eats, and I'm like, no. I said Ziffy, and I said, this is the order. I showed him my phone, and I said, this is the order that I'm picking up. And it was like 3 different meals and stuff, and I could tell it was going to be real pricey too. Cause I've been, I never ate there before, but I've been to a studio. They used to do personal training. A few years back, I was there doing some hire a personal trainer. They had like a little section or little spot around there until they must have raised up the rent and stuff and made it a little bit more, you know, snooty, I guess. I don't know. Cause so I'm very familiar with that restaurant, and it wasn't like they were so busy. To me, they were like, we can't fix it, the order the way the customer said they wanted to be fixed and stuff. And I was like, now I know I'm not the only one picking up that same order. That thing must have been passed along from different people, you know. At least make the food. Don't be just trying to tell me a lie, because that's what they did. Because I went back to the other place and they said, oh, be ready, you know, it was whatever they was making. And then I went back to the other place and then they still telling me 20 minutes. I'm like, I said it's been beyond 20 minutes and somebody else had the order. So I don't understand how somebody else was supposed to pick it up and then it got reassigned to me. Because the chat didn't make any sense. I was like, this ain't making any sense. I just got on here. I said, I'll take the order. I'm already here. I'm waiting for both easy order and this spoon order. But the person who was chatting made it seem like they was chatting with somebody else. I was like, this don't make no sense. I haven't said nothing. You think they be lying? Who, the chat people? Or whomever's on the chat? Because one time they was pressing me about some dang Moe's in Ainsley Park. They're gonna be late. They're gonna be late. It ain't gonna be, you know. I was like, God dang. And then when I delivered the Moe's order, it said it was like 2 minutes late. You know, I'm like, God dog. But I had a lot of orders that were like 15 minutes early, and well, that's what it said when I dropped off the order. It was like, this order is 2 minutes late. So, I don't know. But I had a lot of my orders were early. I was like 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early, 30 minutes early. It almost worked like clockwork. The minute I left one restaurant, the other restaurant was down the street. I was like, dang, this is good. I don't know. I'm trying to stay I want to go to more higher end areas like Sandy Springs, where they be ordering $100 worth of food and get 20% tips. I don't know if it's worth doing that, or is it just go wherever the delivery takes you. What would you do, Yvette? Because I don't want to like drive all the way to Sandy Springs and drive all the way to Buckhead if pretty much Virginia Highlands and Moreland Avenue seems to be busy. I don't know. What do you normally do? Do you normally go to a certain area, or do you just, you know, do you just go to certain areas like Sandy Springs and just wait? Oh, they trying to launch over where? Oh, you normally go to the little 5 points and okay. Oh, okay. Well, you know me. Hey, kitties. Where your cats coming from? I'm back in my subdivision now. See, when I leave Stone Mountain and I'm heading towards Decatur, depending on if I'm doing, you know, if I have a Grubhub block or whatever, I try to turn on Grubhub and then see if I get anything. But I realized with zifty that 5 o'clock does not seem to be a feasible time to start, because 5 o'clock is rush hour. It's always that congested traffic on North Drew Hills and things like, you know. And then it's like I don't get anything from like 5 o'clock. I don't get nothing. But then 6 o'clock come, I start to get it. Yeah. I'm gonna start having to figure, you know, I don't have any blocks of Grubhub tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Who is on here? Lynn, what you up to? What's your plans? What's your what's been going on with you with the world of the gig economy? Oh, you said what about zifty? Lynn, you must be asleep. No, he ain't asleep. I ain't want to exclude him out the conversation. Yeah, but you know what I heard? That in Atlanta, they had dropped the rate so bad. And I heard something about that they only allowing customers to tip on the app of $5 or something crazy I heard. Oh, I'm home now. Yeah, they've been talking about some crazy stuff with Instacart, though, for real. Aw, you just listening. But, I'm trying to think of any other, oh, you hope it doesn't come this way? Yeah, but dope rates have already been, you know, they don't do the $10 areas no more. You know those new areas that started in Atlanta where I was working up there in Swanee area and stuff. I told people, I said come September it's gonna go right back down below like the regular rates were in Atlanta. $4.50, $7 and something crazy. And lo and behold, if that did not happen, and then they thought they slick. They started, a lot of people used to be going to North OTP. And some people didn't want to go to certain zones. And they didn't want to go to certain areas. You know, they incorporated some zones together. Like they tried to include, what's that place that everybody did not, you know, this way far off place. They trying to include like Stone Mountain. See, a lot of people don't want to go in the hood. College Park and stuff, they still not been busy for groceries. But they never been. College Park and I know what's that other one? Not Snellville. Stockbridge. Stockbridge. It's just too far. I mean, it's just too far. It doesn't make any sense. You know, I don't know. It's like if you in one area of town and you get a request, they want you to travel so far to drop off 2-3 items. I mean, people have gotten crazy. Well, I've only seen one area here under $10. Boston and Cambridge have $1 and $2 over my area. So what's the area? So what the rates are in Boston area with Instacart? Is it $6-7 or what? But you know what though? What? That's good. 13.10. Yeah, but Boston is different than Atlanta. You know? It's different. But see, the thing about it is you going out there to go do a shop for 2-3 items and they only pay you 40 cents. That doesn't make any sense. But you know what though, Lynn and Yvette? I heard on somebody else's video, they were talking about tackle. What is it? T-A-K-L, tackle. And tackle, I heard of tackle. It was in Atlanta area, and Charlotte, and some other places. But this guy in New York, he was talking about tackle. The tackle's up in New York now. So they expanded up and down the East Coast. Yeah, it's like TaskRabbit. You know, TaskRabbit got bought out by what's that dang store? IKEA. IKEA bought TaskRabbit last week. But I had signed up for TaskRabbit. What? Really? You know that if you do tackle, you probably could put down and I'm gonna start doing it myself because see, I had signed up for tackle several months ago, but I never put my services out there. You know, if you start doing deliveries like during the holiday season, nobody don't want to go to the store and nobody don't want to go to they don't want to do certain things, especially during the holiday season. A lot of people need help. Like right now, I need a tackle person to camp this damn garage. Look at this damn garage, y'all. Look at this. I think this don't make no sense. Look at this. I need a tackle person and someone to come to help me organize this garage, build some shelves or something. Oops, it's dark. You bet I didn't ask you for your opinion. I already knew it's a mess. It's not a mess, it's disorganized. There's a difference. It's a mess because I don't have any. I only have one shelf. I have one shelf in the garage. I don't have shelves. When I moved in this house, they didn't have no shelves. So pretty much things are not put up because I don't have no way to put it up. But I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to tackle this. Yeah, I'm going to have to tackle this. Because, you know, I didn't do it. Oops, I know it's dark. I'm going in the house. See, the reason why I didn't do anything during the summer because it was like 100 degrees. Almost. So I didn't do it when I was, I didn't do it when it was in the summertime because it was too hot. Oops, I'll be back. I'm back. So yeah, I do need some help. I need some tackle. I need somebody who got some good organizations and help me tackle that dang garage. But pretty much I just need to have those stuff I need to throw out. I've been getting collecting these little boxes and crates with nothing in it. You're right though. Organized mess. Matter of fact, I should do it tomorrow because I don't know. Doing deliveries, because I don't do people. I don't drive people. I don't do that. I don't know if I like doing lunch, like lunch crowd during 11 to 2, and I most definitely ain't going Buckhead. You know, I just worked at Amazon. You know, I've been working at Amazon. I couldn't work at Amazon as a regular employee and do Amazon Flex at the same time. When I got hired with Amazon, I couldn't apply as an Amazon Flex. And besides, they never had any oops, I'm sorry, it's dark. I'm gonna go upstairs. They never had any blocks available. They don't have any blocks available. Or schedule available for Amazon Flex. Every time I tried to apply, they didn't have anything. You know what? Knowing what I've known behind the scenes for doing Amazon Flex, I don't know if I would want to do that. I don't know. Oops, let me go to bed. I don't know. Because, see, you have to understand, with Amazon Flex, you have a certain number of packages that you have to load up in your car. And you don't really know.
Forget all those goofy dates. Melba's the one for me.
Oh, you mean the drivers or the workers? Because, like I told you, I had resigned yesterday. You do. You do work like a slave. You do work like a slave.
I'm not a bad guy.
But you know what? A lot of the drivers
Look at that.
with Amazon Flex, you know, they have companies that they outsource, and you work for the company, but you're picking up Amazon packages, and they pay, like, some of them pay less than, say, you use your own car. So let me say like this, for example. They have people who work for a company, whatever, Logistics LLC or whatever, and And then and then you working for the company, and then you're either independent most of the time you're independent contractor as well, or you could be an employee, but most of them try to do an independent contractor. And they pay $14-15 an hour, but you're driving the van. It's these big white, it's these vans that's at the Amazon that people drive in the vans, you know. So they would drive the vans, these big white vans, and they'll deliver the packages in the van. But you're working for a third party company, and then they'll pay you, you know, they'll pay you $14 an hour, 15 or whatever. What? A guy did a video and said that now when you finish early and you scan your last box, they would give you more to fill your leftover time until your block ends. Then you have to do it. Yeah, but you have to go back to the Yeah, but you have to go back to the warehouse or back to the facility to get more packages. But you know what they're doing, though.
What people don't realize is that a lot of preppers are people like us. We're everyday business owners.
But you know what, though?
My daughter goes to gymnastics. I take her to school every day. Back in the day,
It's not really worth it. And let me tell you why.
So preppers today are really like how our ancestors.
You must go to Smyrna, pick up the packages, and you don't know where you're going. You may be going to Alpharetta. You may be going back to Stone Mountain. Because I know whoever got my package and delivered it to me, they probably had it easy, because there ain't a whole lot of people that's going to, you know, get packages delivered to Stone Mountain. So they probably had that small little batch and got, like, you know, 20 packages or less finish. So if they sign up for a 3-hour block, with Grubhub, I only made $16. I only had 2 hours, so they had to eat. I had to eat that $4 because I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get $20. I'll get 16, so I lost $4. But I did have one order for Grubhub. I turned off the app, and I had one more. I had turned on the Grubhub app about 10 o'clock to go to Dugan's, and I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm driving down Memorial Drive to go to the other Dugan's, and I said, why does this thing keep telling me to turn around? It was the other Dugan's on Ponce that I had to go to, and I was going the wrong way, and it was 20 minutes different direction. And at that point I had to cancel because I was so out of the way. I was like, damn it.
My greatest fear will be the rioting, the looting, as we've seen in other disasters across the country and across the world. The police will all go home.
Oh, that's good.
There'll be places ablaze, and before it ever gets to that point, my family and I will bug out to our location to escape the mobs of hungry people they fear.
Yeah, I got that in about an hour.
And head off the grid to a secret location deep in the Idaho mountains. My bug out location is surrounded by
I don't work for Amazon anymore. I resigned. It was hurting. It was tearing my ankle and the ligaments in my ankle and my foot.
homeland. We have security systems, whether it be multiple guns, ammunition, communications.
It was too bad.
VHF, ham radio,
But I was working as a regular employee.
we need to survive.
But I would they sent me the letter. I voluntarily resigned.
Or hidden in plain sight at home. To many, their backyard like every other
You must ain't seen my videos.
tree and shrub serves a prepper purpose.
I wasn't a driver. I was a regular employee lifting those boxes.
Something edible. Veggies, here comes zucchini and tomatoes. We have fruit trees of all kinds. And we have grapes and blackberries.
Lindy and Ray's home only has about 4 acres of land for growing food. So far, they've grown several hundred edible
I wasn't a driver.
backyard. To preserve it and prepare it for bugging out,
I was the one
what they grow as possible.
where you have to lift those.
So I can them
You had to sort. I was a sorter.
season, we can them, dehydrate them.
And that's when you standing on your feet for hours at a time.
These are all things that'll
From the whole entire
several years.
block.
Like his wife, Ray believes most
No, don't let me change your mind about driving.
will collapse.
I'm talking about actually working in the warehouse where you're lifting those boxes and sorting those boxes and lifting those boxes on carts and stuff. That was too much for me physically. And then I was doing it from 1 o'clock in the morning until it's supposed to have been 6:30 at night, but in actuality it was almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and you only get one 15-minute break, and then you get a 30-minute lunch. Let me tell you what they did. You had a 30-minute lunch towards the end, and that's when they say, oh, if you want to take, if you want to leave early, not early, voluntary time off, you'll get paid up until the hours you work. But now it's the holiday season. They asking you to come an hour early at midnight, and then you got to stay an hour early afterwards. So you're not really working 5 hours. You're really working like 6.5, 7 hours. So I mean, like I said, I was working at night. Then I'll be sleeping most of the day. And then, let's say, and then as the later shift that I was working, I would normally get up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then I try to do the Grubhub and my food deliveries, And then it was hurting my feet, it was like my foot, and I'm diabetic. And I know I shouldn't have been eating those cookies that I was eating early, a few minutes ago. But, my feet was swollen up, looking like elephant trunks.
I feel really confident that I could be a lot of help in food production for the group, growing up, learning.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Let me see what he's talking about.
I'm very certain I'll be an asset.
But I know,
Are either one of you currently on
I don't know what they're doing as drivers,
or have any addiction?
but I know they said that if you had a bigger van or truck or something,
I have prescription glasses.
you get more blocks. So they say if you have a van or a bigger vehicle, then they'll give, they'll start giving people 4 or 5 hour blocks and stuff. So it's not bad. Like I said, I've been trying to get on with Amazon Flex as an independent driver to do the packages, but I could never get a slot. I could never get a block.
Gucci, and hundreds more. All at up to 90% off retail. And each and every one authenticated by a team of experts.
Let me see. We can say, let me see.
Unreal value. Only at the Real Real.
All Grubhub orders are usually ready
At the Real
or
Real.
take 5 minutes to. You have to get drinks, but sometimes you may have to grab a soda or two out of the fridge at most.
So, your body produces less free testosterone. It's harder to stay in shape. Don't worry, it happens to us all. Yeah, so how come you still look like the big hurt?
Okay.
Got new genetics. If you're a guy over 40,
Well, I know one thing. During the holiday season, holidays as it is now, because this was a lot of packages, and it wasn't even,
eugenics is a unique man
you know,
powered by testofen.
like the most that they would ever have. But sometimes it depends. I don't know. Like I said, you expect to deliver all those packages, and if you don't finish it, you got to go back to the warehouse and bring them back. But they don't like that. They don't like that. I heard. They don't like that.
Join me on the journey to explore the stories that make us human. We think that justice.
Well, the only good thing about it is, like, you know, when you voluntarily resign from Amazon, I could always go back after 30 days or something, you know. But I don't know. I don't think I could do no more of those strenuous work on my feet like that. I just can't. And like I said, I wasn't making as much money. I wasn't making as much money during my deliveries, you know, Grubhub, Uber Eats and stuff, because I was sleeping most of the day. And by the time I start working at, say, you know, I say, okay, let me do 4 o'clock, you know, or 5. I have to stop at a certain time to go back home, take a shower, and then go and, you know, for 45 minutes drive to Smyrna. So it was kind of like, you know, why work in the middle of the night and make what, you know, let me see, what was I making? If I was doing 25 hours a week or something like that, because it was, you know, let's say $28, let's say $30 to round up, I was only getting, minus the taxes, I was only getting about 280 something a week. And I could make $280 something doing food delivery. You know, I could do Uber Eats and probably do Grubhub and make that. And then with Zifty, you know, I know that, and I know Yvette, you could attest to this, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I really do a good 7-hour day, you know, I could probably make just as much money just doing food deliveries, you know, because I wasn't really making as much money when I started doing it. Thank you, Dre. I asked because I just started Grubhub, and 2 restaurants have had me fill up drinks so far. I don't mind doing it. I just thought, really? You can really make $500 in what, 3 days, or is it Yeah, let me tell you what happened the other day. Yesterday, when I had a Grubhub order, I had to go to Yogurt Yougli, or whatever that yogurt place is, and I'm asking them, I'm picking up an order for Grubhub, and they told me I had to make the yogurt myself. I said, that's unsanitary. How you just, you know, somebody's supposed to make the yogurt. So I made the yogurt. They said it was self-served. So I had to make the yogurts myself. Get it and serve it and put it in a bag and everything. And I realized Zifty, a lot of restaurants at Zifty, they want you to bag your own stuff. They like, okay, it's right there. Just grab, you know, one place I went to off of Euclid Avenue, Little 5 Points. It was a restaurant that it was smoky. I was like, ugh. And then they said, go to the kitchen. I'm asking for the order. They tell me go to the kitchen as if I knew where the kitchen was. And I had literally went into the kitchen, and they had the food just laying out there on the counter. And then I had to put, you know, bag it and put all the utensils and all that stuff. And I was like, it was one of those little spots in Little 5 Points. You walk in there, it was called the Yacht Club. And one side is smoking, and the other side is non-smoking. I thought that no restaurant was supposed to smoke at all. Yeah, they wanted me to go to the kitchen, and you in the back of the kitchen where they washing dishes and everything. It looked so disgusting. I said, I don't know why they call this place called the Yacht Club. It looked raggedy.
At the end of the day, the question might be,
You know?
when the big trucks stop rolling,
And then they want you to check all the food and check all the items in the thing. I was like, I said, they getting a little bit too much. I usually don't be opening no bags. I just ask them and say, okay, you got this, and I count the number of containers, and that's it. Some of those places I wouldn't eat there, but I said, okay, well, whatever.
storing more water. We don't need to store much water because we have surface water at our bug out location and a well at our bug out location. Your security plan is strong.
Do you open the containers? Because
So that you can keep your supply.
I try not to really do that. It depends where I'm going. But I don't open up nobody's food because that's just a little bit too unsanitary to me. I just simply confirm it. You know, I ask them, you got this, that, or whatever, and I just look at the number of containers that's in the bag, and I repeat what the customer wants, and I say, okay, does this have this, this, and this, that, or whatever. But I try not to be opening up no containers. I just make sure that it
That's a pretty good score.
that it's
Whoever has
hot
hasn't really seen the
and
extent of our preparedness, and if they
that it
did,
looks good,
say
but
that it is in fact quite a bit more extensive than what
I don't do that. I don't. To me, that's kind of crazy.
Due to severe drought
But
across the USDA warned that food
I don't know. Like I said, I just
3 and 4% in 2013. Experts have
it was interesting with Amazon. I could tell you working there in the warehouse, but there's so many jobs out there with Amazon. It's ridiculous. And like I said, I had worked at home from Amazon in customer service. Now I did this. This is my second job. So it's like you could always go back because they don't really interview you for no job. You don't have to take no tests. All you got to do is apply, and if you eligible for rehire, as long as you didn't get fired, and say you resign and you come back, they can let you come back in 30 days doing a different position, or let you come back with the position you had. They'll always let you come back. No, I'm talking about Amazon in general. See, Amazon Flex is
I'm Alex Trebek.
I worked at the Smyrna location. When you deliver the packages and people come and pick up the packages, that's Amazon Flex. But I'm talking about Amazon as a company as a whole. You could work like Amazon, you know, when you say Amazon Flex, when somebody say Amazon Flex, you're talking about somebody who wants to apply as an independent driver or contractor, and you want to apply, you're going to apply with Amazon Flex
This plan was designed with a rate lock,
as an independent contractor to pick up packages
affordable life insurance that's
and deliver, you know, packages and stuff.
$9.95 a month.
I worked with Amazon Flex,
Act now, and your rate will
but I was the one that was a sorter. I was an employee. I'm not an independent contractor.
guarantee. This is life
When I was working with Amazon,
as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And
you know, I don't say, oh, I worked at Amazon Flex. I worked in Amazon, but I worked in the facility in Smyrna where people who are Amazon Flex pick up packages. They are independent contractors. That's what, you know.
both are free.
So anytime I referenced
Don't miss
about what I did as an employee, I would say I work at Amazon.
Read about the 30-day 100.
At the Smyrna location as a sorter,
Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-430.
and the packages that I processed
And a free gift.
was for Amazon Flex
That's 1-800.
associates or independent contractors or partners rather.
Online at colonialpen.com. That number again is 1-800-430-4400. 1-800-430-4400.
So you get it? You understand what I'm saying?
addiction network. And if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you need to call the number on your screen.
Where you from? Because I haven't seen you before.
Disease, and you can't go it alone. The call is free, and so is the consultation. If you have private insurance, your treatment could be covered with no out-of-pocket costs. So call the Addiction Network now.
Call 800-859-3465.
See, if you ever decide that you want to work with, you cannot work as Amazon Flex independent contractors and work for Amazon as an employee. You can't, they won't allow you to do both.
Later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma. How about
This commercial's a trip.
Public service message.
That little boy gonna call on the phone for his grandmother to get him some soda. He's sitting in the living room.
To rise from poverty, to survive and forgive.
Well, it ain't so much double dipping. It's just that it's not double dipping. It has to do with the fact that privacy issues is one, and two, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's not double dipping. It ain't really so much double dipping because there's, you know, it really has to do more with the I guess fairness in a way, because see, if you worked for Amazon and you was the one who was sorting the packages and all that stuff, and you already had managers and supervisors and stuff, and you kind of, and say you want, and you was an independent contractor as a driver, somebody could manipulate the system, and they could say, okay, we got these number of packages, and we could give you this, you know, we could give you these number of packages, it's the least amount. You know, it's like you know the inside scoop of what's going on in the background, but then as an independent contractor working for yourself, you know, picking up the packages, you just can't do that, you know. Because there's different divisions of Amazon. Before I took the position that I was working with, they had the fulfillment center. Those are the ones who pill the packages that people orders, and then it goes to the other facilities and the trucks. That's a different position. The ones who pull, you know, when customers have an order and they go on the shelf and they pick the orders, and then they put them and package them, and then they drive it to us. You know, it goes to Smyrna. Like the Smyrna one is for Georgia. So if you work in the fulfillment center, you're the one who actually get the orders, and then it comes on the truck, and then it gets loaded, and then we sort them out to the drivers. Good night, Yvette. I have to be on my full-time job at 8. Yes, Yvette, you got to be at that job at 8. Give me a call, too, because I want to speak to you. I want to ask you something. I want to ask you online. So write my number down real quick. Write my number down real quick, Yvette. Tell me you got it. 678-266-7348.
No plan to stay put for long. Jim views life after doomsday as a marathon, not a sprint. And he's taking steps to ensure the behemoth will never run out of gas. We can run out of gas or propane. We've got 150
But Lynn, let me tell you.
gallons of gas. It's got enough fuel to leave from Southern California and make it to Costa Rica.
You should all know my number. You know what? I should be giving you my Google number. I do have that number too, but I don't remember it. It don't make no difference to me if anybody knows my number, because if y'all went to my website, my 1099 taxes website .wordpress, it has my contact information on there anyway. So, and I also have my other numbers on there. I also have my other numbers on there too. No, I didn't put my other numbers up there yet. It ain't make no difference to me, you know, because once I start promoting my other businesses, It has my number, Google number on there, and my other cell phone number on there. It ain't make no difference. If I don't want to talk with y'all, I just block you. So, you know, people be getting all skirmish about, I don't get my personal number on the internet. No, I just got this Google number. I just got this Google number. I just got it last week sometime.
But he believes cyber-terrorist attacks could turn the U.S. into a nation of panicked, violent mobs, desperate to take from him his fortress on wheels. So he spent more than $60,000.
Well, I'm gonna look at Tackle because I signed up for them, and I want to see if I could offer my services like delivery. Well, it has to be packages and stuff. It can't be like big item stuff like, you know, I don't have a truck. But with the holiday season coming up, that would be a good gig to do. You know, people don't want to go to the store. They don't want to go to the mall. They don't want to go grocery shopping. You know, I'll sit up in there and offer my services through Tackle. You know, if anybody want to do grocery shopping or pick up packages from the mall, or you know, some type of concierge type of service. I think people will offer. I think people will actually pay for people to do that. I wish I knew how to put stuff together. Even cleaning up the house. Somebody need to clean up my house first. Shoot, matter of fact, phew, I may use Tackle, but they don't, see, you know what makes me so sick about is that where I live in Stone Mountain, it's like they don't have that, availability to come out in certain areas. It's like they only want you to, offer services for people who live in certain areas. You say they do already? They do what already, Lynn?
And I believe it can change yours. I am proud to present the newest.
Yeah, I'll keep checking.
Teeter Hang-Ups. Teeter Hang-Ups is easy to use. Simply set it, lock it, recline, and relax.
But I think I'm gonna start offering my services like that, cause you know a lot of people be looking for people to help during the holiday season.
The Teeter Hang-Ups offers relief from back pain, naturally targeting the source of the ache by relaxing.
People always want people to, you know, when holidays come and somebody always need help, you know, like preparing for guests, and they want somebody to deliver packages, and you know, a lot of people don't like to go to the post office, and they don't want to, you know, gift wrap. You could be a professional gift wrapper, or maybe put up holiday stuff, you know. I'm gonna check that out tomorrow. Matter of fact, when I'm gonna go on live, I'm gonna go and share my screen, and I'm gonna look. Anybody wants to yeah, I do need to go to bed. See, now that I don't have to be driving all the way to Smyrna to go to whatchamacallit no more. Yeah, I do need to go to bed. Lynn, you need to go to bed too. You talk about me go to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I think tomorrow I'm gonna start cleaning out my garage, since now that y'all saw how messy it was. I can't let y'all see that again.
Better things. We're not a thing. Catch up on every episode so far this season on Trifecta.
Anybody willing to help me clean it out? It'll be much appreciated. You know, my birthday's next month, you know. I take in lieu of services. Yeah, we family, all right. I probably got a lot of stuff in that garage that I could probably sell too. You know, I got stuff in that garage that had probably never been used. I probably could sell it on dang eBay or something. I got a whole bunch of stuff. But I just need to just put stuff in the box. That's all I need. Get me some shells. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Alright, y'all. I'll see how much money I made from doing Zifty today. I did I never did say my trifecta. So Zifty would be number 1. Uber Eats came in 2nd, and Grubhub came in 3rd. And the only reason why Grubhub came in 3rd was because I couldn't do I couldn't pick up some of the deliveries because I was doing Zifty, and at that point I don't want to be they already could track you what you're doing. So, and I said to myself that if I could do about $25 every day with Uber Eats around the house for about 2 hours, you know, that could be a good little goal. $25 with Uber Eats during the slow moment, you know, middle of the afternoon, around the house. And Grubhub I could do once I get some blocks, but the primary delivery I'm gonna seem to be making money is gonna seem to be Zifty for now. Yeah. But you know, there's some other gigs that I've been doing too that I've, you know, I signed up. It's really like it's another company, but I haven't been managing to do too much with them. And it's called what is the thing called? Hold on a second, let me see. Oh, the other company I've used them, but I've never had any job offers with them. It's called Roadie. R-O-A-D-I-E. And Roadie, exactly what the name implies. Somebody could live in Georgia, could want something delivered to Massachusetts, and if you're going that way, you could pick up whatever item. But it's really good for truck drivers or stuff like that. And you could deliver across state lines different goods that somebody may want delivered, and you know, you can get like $100 something or whatever it is. Some of them is local too. Somebody wants you to pick up some cupcakes from the cupcake place in Buckhead, and they may want you to deliver some cupcakes across town, and they'll pay you like $12 or something, you know, no, $6 or whatever. And it's called Roadie. I've used them, but I've never got a job with them. I had a file cabinet I wanted to be delivered to my house, and I had hired this guy to pick up a file cabinet because he had like a little SUV delivered to my house, and he got paid $39 to deliver a file cabinet to my house, and it was like 6 miles away. But I've never got any, I could never find any gigs, you know, because a lot of people want you to pick up medicine and prescriptions and deliver it to them, and they pay you like $6. But every time I put a bid in to do it, somebody else already got it, or they canceled or whatever. But that's another app, Roadie. And there were 2 companies that were looking for people to walk their dogs. Rover and Woof. And I had signed up, but I never completed my profile for Rover. I said, man, it's an app for everything. But I don't know if I could. I don't know if I want to do that. Walk dogs. That's interesting though. But there's people that's actually hire people to do it. Pet sitters is another one. I had signed up to do it, but you know, I didn't complete. You know, it was too much they wanted you to do. But yeah, I almost signed up for that one. I almost completed it. But there's a few apps that I've done. You know, there's a few apps that I've actually signed up for that I've never talked about on my channel. You know, I think that whatever app that there's been out there, I think I've probably either done it or heard of it. You know. But I'm going to try to use Tackle and see if I could offer my more business services. You know, I don't want to clean houses. I don't want to straighten up stuff. I don't want to do that. I rather, you know, offer my services business related wise. You know, I say I can help you do your taxes or bookkeeping or something like that. So I'm gonna look on there tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if they had offered more administrative type services versus laborious type of stuff. See if they had kind of updated their services that they want to offer, and go from there. Alright, y'all, I know y'all tired, and I know Lynn, you need to go to bed too. And watch for a live, not a live video, but watch a video that I'm going to make. Because, you know, I told you I also do travel. I plan travels. And I want to schedule or do a meet and greet. And see if y'all interested in, you know, one day meeting and doing a trip. You know, I'm supposed to get like these, a couple of real high discounted trips. And I want y'all to go with me. So, you know, I think we should all come and meet one day. And let me know where y'all like to go. So, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to schedule it months in advance. Make it something very reasonable. And, you know, we could probably plan something. You know, I like to meet y'all one day. It makes no sense that we've been talking and chit-chatting and, you know, all these months. Some people I probably knew them almost close to a year, and we've never planned to meet. So that would be a good thing to do. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Lynn, good night, Lynn.